Hey guys, in this video, I will show you how to easily add your IT teams or help desk staff to the local administrators group on all servers or desktops. This way, they'll have the ability to effectively manage and administer the domain computers in your environment. To give technical support personnel, the help desk team, certain users, and other privileged accounts the ability to manage domain computers, members of the local administrators group on domain computers manually and through group policy as well. Alright, first I'm going to show you how you can add a user to the local admins group manually. The simplest method for granting local administrators rights to a specific user or group on a computer is to add them to the local administrators group using the local users and groups snap-in. I'm on a Windows 10 machine which is joined to my AD domain tastybiryani.local, and I'm going to log in as a domain administrator. To access the local users and groups snap-in, I'm going to open up Run window and type in lusrmgr.msc, which is a shortcut to open up local users and groups snap-in. So I'm going to click on OK. In the local users and groups snap-in, click on Groups. Here you find the local administrators group. Double click on it and it will list all the local or domain users and local or domain groups that are members of this administrators group. In this list, you can find the default administrator account, my local account Kiran, the domain administrator account tastybiryani/administrator, and tastybiryani/domain admins as the member of this group. So when you join a computer to an AD domain, the domain admins group and the domain administrator account are automatically added to the computer's local administrators group. If I cancel this and go to the properties of the users group, you can see the domain users group is also added automatically to this group. I will go back to the administrators group. I will click on the add button. And in this text field, you can specify the name of the user, group, computer account, or service account that you want to grant local administrator rights. With the location button, you can switch between your AD domain or the local computer to search for accounts. I'll click cancel on this. Now you can also display a list of users with local administrator permissions using the command prompt. So to do this, I'm going to open up command prompt and type net local group administrators, then press enter. You can see here, I have the same list of members who are already part of the administrators group. You can also use PowerShell command to get a list of users in a local group. From the command prompt, I will type PowerShell. In PowerShell, you can use the command get-LocalGroupMember administrators, which is the name of the group. This command also shows the users and groups that are members of the administrators group. So I have a security group called helpdesk in my Active Directory, and I want to add this security group as a member of the local administrators group on this workstation. So I'll go back to local users and groups snap-in. And I'll open up the properties of the administrators group. I'll click on add button and I will type helpdesk, which is the name of the security group. Click on check name and click on OK. Now the users in the helpdesk group can manage this computer. Click apply and click OK. Back in PowerShell, you can also add a user or a group into the local administrators group on this workstation. You can type the command add -local group member -group. So I'm going to specify the administrators group -member. Now I'm going to specify the members of this group. So the first one will be my account, kiran.dhananjaya at tastybiryani.local. And then the helpdesk group, tastybiryani/helpdesk. Press enter. So in this case, I just added my domain user account and a domain security group called helpdesk as the members of the local administrators group. All right, let me go back to local users and groups. Open up administrators group and let me remove the group and the user which I just added. So I'm going to select helpdesk, click remove, and my name, click remove, click apply and click OK. You can also perform the same step on multiple computers at once using PowerShell command invoke-command. But first, I will specify the computers on which I'm going to run these commands. For that, I'm going to specify the variable computers equals workstation 01 and workstation 02. All right, here workstation 01 and workstation 02 are the two domain computers where I would like to add a few users and groups as members of the local administrators group. I'll press enter. Next, I'm going to use invoke-command commandlet from PowerShell to access the remote computers over the network. So the command is invoke-command minus computer names, and I'm going to specify my variable, which is $computers minus script block, and the command is add-local-group-member minus group administrators is the group name minus member. I'm going to specify my helpdesk security group, and I'm also going to specify my domain account and press enter. All right, now Tasty Biryani helpdesk security group and also my domain user account are members of the local administrators group on workstation 01 and workstation 02. But if you're working in an Active Directory domain environment, it is recommended using group policy to grant local administrator rights on domain computers. This approach is simpler, more convenient, and more secure than manually adding users to the local administrator groups on individual computer. Using group policy, there are two ways to manage the administrator groups on domain computers. You can use group policy preferences to manage local group membership, or you can use the GPO feature, restricted groups, to add users to local groups. But first, let me remove the users and groups which I've added in the local administrator groups on this workstation. So I'm back in local users and groups snap-in, double click on administrators. I'm going to select helpdesk and my domain account, and I'm going to remove, click apply, click OK. So first, I'm going to show you how you can add domain users or groups to local administrators via group policy preferences. Group policy preferences offer a flexible and convenient method to assign local administrators privileges on domain computers using group policy. Suppose you need to give the helpdesk team group local administrators privileges on computers in a specific Active Directory OU organizational unit. In my case, I will provide the helpdesk group with the local administrator privileges on all computers in my domain. And within the helpdesk group, I can see my two helpdesk engineers, Michael Green and Sandy Thompson. Okay, so I'm on my domain controller and I've already logged in as a domain administrator. So I will open up Server Manager and click on Tools. I will select and open up the Group Policy Management console. Now I'm going to create a new GPO and link it to my domain. So I will right click on my AD domain, tastybiryani.local, and I'm going to select create a GPO in this domain and link it here. I will call this as make helpdesk local admin and click on OK. Right click on the GPO on the left side and click on edit, expand computer configuration, preferences, control panel settings, and local users and groups. So I'm going to right click on local users and groups and select new, and then select local group. Under the tab local group, very important, you need to select update option in the actions field. In the group name drop-down list, choose administrators built-in. Even if this group has been renamed on the computer, the settings will be applied to the local administrators group using its SID, which is S1532544. So I'm going to click on the add button and I'm going to select the group I want to add to the local administrators group. In our case, this is helpdesk, Tasty Biryani /helpdesk. For the action, ensure add to this group is selected. Click OK. By the way, if you select the option delete all member users and delete all member groups, all manually added users and groups will be removed from the local administrators group on all computers. So I'm going to select them. And by the way, it is advisable to delete all manually added users and groups from the local administrator groups on all computers and only allow approved domain groups to have administrators' permissions on domain computers. So if you add a user to the administrators group manually using the local users and groups snap-in, after this policy is applied, the user will be automatically removed from the group the next time the policy is applied. Sometimes you may need to grant administrator privileges to a single user or set of users on a specific set of computers or just on a single computer instead of all computers. For example, there might be several developers who need elevated privileges at times to test, debug, or install drivers on their computers. For that, you can use security filtering, WMI filtering, or item level targeting to grant local administrators group permission on a specific computer or a group of computers. So I'm going to click on the Common tab. And if you select the option Item Level Targeting and click on the Targeting button, it'll open up the Targeting Editor window. In here, you can click on the New Item and select different attributes such as computer name, IP address range, site, WMI query, and many other things. I will close this out and uncheck Item Level Targeting. Click on OK. All right, you can see the new policy setting where the administrator's security group on the domain computers will be updated with the setting that we just defined. So I'm going to close out the GPO. Now you can wait for this new GPO to be applied to all the client workstations. Otherwise, you can apply the group policy settings immediately. So I will log into a workstation using an administrator account. And I will run the command gp update/force in the command prompt to apply the group policy settings immediately. All right, it is done. Now I'm going to open up the local users and groups snap-in. So I'm going to right-click on Start, click Run, and type lusrmgr.msc. I will click on Groups and double-click on Administrators. And you can see my help desk security group has been added automatically. All right, let me undo the changes. So I'm going to remove this security group, click Apply, click OK. And then I'm going to go back to DC01 and right-click on Make Help Desk Local Admin GPO, click Edit, expand Preferences, expand Control Panel Settings, click Local Users and Groups, right-click on this one, and click on Delete. I'll come back to the workstation. And back in command prompt, I'm going to run gp update/force. All right, I'm going to show you how you can manage local admins with restricted groups using GPO. The restricted groups policy allows domain groups or users to be added to the local security group on the computers. This is an older method to assign local administrator privileges. It is not as flexible as the group policy preferences method, which I showed you earlier, which is why it is used less frequently now. So I'm back on my domain controller. Back in the same GPO, make help desk local admin. And back in computer configuration, I'm going to expand policies, Windows settings, security settings, and you can see restricted groups. Right-click on restricted groups and click on Add Group. In the new window, I'm going to type administrators and click on OK. So now I'm going to click on Add, which is right next to members of this group. And I'm going to specify the group I want to add to the local administrators group. So I'm going to type tasty biryani /helpdesk, which is the security group, which I want to add into the local administrators group of all computers. So I'm going to click on OK. By the way, if you use the restricted groups method to specify the membership of the local group, it will always remove all existing members of the local administrators group that were added manually by scripts or by group policies. I'm going to click on OK. Close the GPO. Again, you can wait for this new GPO to be applied to all the client workstations. Otherwise, you can apply the group policy settings immediately. So I'm back in workstation 01, and I'll run the command gp update/force to apply the group policy settings immediately. All right, it is done. Now open up the local users and groups snap-in. I'm going to hit refresh and open up the properties of administrators. And you can see Tasty Biryani Help Desk has been added automatically. When managing administrator permissions on Active Directory computers, it is advised to use domain security groups instead of adding individual user accounts or groups to the local administrators group using group policy. This way, you can easily grant administrator privileges to help desk engineers by simply adding them to the built-in security group in your Active Directory without having to use group policy. Microsoft security best practices suggest that you use the specific groups in Active Directory to separate administrator permissions in Active Directory domain. And according to Microsoft's recommended security best practices, it is advisable to use specific security groups to separate administrator permissions when managing Active Directory computers. These groups include domain admins, domain users, and server operators. Domain admins are used only on domain controllers. From a security point of view, it is best not to do daily administration tasks on the workstations and servers using an account with domain admin privileges. These accounts should only be used for AD management tasks like adding new domain controllers, managing replication, and modifying the Active Directory schema. Tasks like user, computer, or GPU management should be given to regular administrator accounts without domain admin permissions. Remember, don't use domain admin accounts to log into any workstations or servers other than domain controllers. The server operators group is responsible for managing the Windows Server hosts in an AD domain. However, this group should not be a member of the domain admin group or the local administrators group on workstation. Domain users or standard user accounts that are meant for regular office tasks and should not have administrator privileges on servers or workstations. All right, so this is how you add your IT teams or help desk staff to the local administrator groups on all servers and desktops. I hope you like this video. For more videos like these, please subscribe to my channel.